All right, so we're on. Batgoat will be joining us in just a moment. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's has had a good week and had a good day today. Um, so just letting people know, we'll wait for people to come in. You know, no, it looks like we have 4 people watching already, so that's good to see. Um, so you can unmute yourself now.
Okay.
There we go. There's Woody.
Happy Friday, Mike. Good to see you.
You too. It's 10 Eastern. Do you know where your children are? Oh, yes. That old one back at what, late 70s, early 80s?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. So, as always, of course, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. That helps get the word out, helps, the algorithm helps, get more people in here. Like, we already have 4 people. So, so we'll probably get to this shortly. So on tap for tonight, and we're up to 5 now, so we're getting there pretty quickly. So this week we are going to be covering March of 1938 comics that went on sale from DC Comics at that time. And before we get into that, I'm going to give Batgoat the floor to do any stuff he wants to talk about real quick in terms of the Lowell's Trophy and all that. So Batgoat, take it away.
Thank you. And unfortunately, I really don't have anything for you guys. I'm sorry. I did. It was a different week. I had other stuff going on, so I didn't really do any of my arts and crafts stuff. But I do have the Hangman game here. If Mike steps off to go after the dogs or something, I'll entertain you guys with that. And we've got a little representation for the Lowell's Trophy. So please play along. For those of you who don't know, the Lowell's Trophy is just a game that we made up for no reason. It's dumb. Where just try to send clean. We prefer clean, no profanity or anything like that. Jokes, dad jokes are the best. That's what I tend to laugh at, and then I keep track, and I'll run up a score. And whoever had the most funny jokes at the end of the show gets a little prize that means nothing. It's just for fun.
Yeah, basically, it's a dad joke contest meant for fun. So
I do also, Mike, have some pictures of I took of disc golfing earlier today, and I just haven't looked at them on the Google thing. So maybe every once in a while I'll say, hey, you want to upload that or something like that? If I share one every once in a while, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Poopy Butt just asked if I'm 58. No, I'm 45, Poopy Butt.
I'm 53.
Yeah. Hey, Dave Marks. Hey, Dave, how you doing, man?
Dave, good to see you, Dave. How are you?
He's asking about Hangman there.
I've got a magnetic Hangman board. How does it open?
Yeah, Dave. Batgoat started doing a little Hangman game.
We haven't really played it because I don't want to interrupt the show with it. So it's only when you go off mic for a minute or so.
Right.
I'll start one up.
Right. Okay, and then howdy all. Hey, and I saw he was active on Mines earlier, so no need to fear. Action is here. Laugh out loud.
Toys. Yeah, hey. Good to see you.
Yep. I got my trophy, Batgoat. That's from ATC.
Oh, you already got the trophy? You got the championship swatch? Dude, awesome. Awesome. They said it was going to take 2 weeks, so that's cool.
And then Dave saying hi to Action.
And I saw the picture of your family, by the way, Toys. Very lovely family, indeed, from that email.
And Poopy Bud is asking Batgoat, what's your favorite beer?
I already said that before. So he's playing, and I don't want to play.
All right. Hey, Dave, from Action. Okay, so without any further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and start our coverage here. We got 5 people in here with us tonight. As always, of course, I do appreciate all likes and shares. If we can get some more people in here.
One last thing, Mike. I will, every once in a while, I'll be going off to the right and muting because I haven't eaten. I just golfed and got out of the shower, so I'm going to be eating some chips and salsa, and I'll just be muting myself and disappearing.
Okay. All right. So tonight, guys, we're gonna go through some comics that went on sale in March of '38 from DC Comics. I'm going to just talk a little bit quickly about one of the comics that went on sale that month, which was called Big Book of Comics, Volume 1, Number 2. That one was just simply a collection of reprints of stories that had been previously published in earlier issues. It was probably one of the last books to be edited and published by the major Malcolm Wheeler Nicholson before he basically was before he left DC. So let's see.
I don't think he left so much as was shoved on a boat and told to go away.
Yeah. Made it into my Monday mail day for this upcoming Monday.
Awesome.
Okay. I need to try mead one day.
I like mead.
Sustain yourself back up.
I did.
All right. So with all that being said, now we're going to go ahead and head over to let's get into Detective Comics number 14. We're going to read some Slam Bradleys and Speed Saunders and Bart Regan, as More Fun was not published in March of 1938, but would return in April of 38 in lieu of the of Big Book of Comics. So in, of course, the previous month, when we covered in February of 1938, More Fun had the cover date of March, April. Action had New Adventure Comics here has New Adventure has the cover date of March, April. I believe it's to kind of get that break in there between the on sale date and the that month apart for the on sale date and the cover date. So let's see. I live Trini. Okay. I like Trini of the Power Rangers. Yeah, she unfortunately passed away a while back. But anyways, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into from April 1930, from the cover date of April 1938, Detective Comics number 14 here. Here's something here. Appointment. A prominent police officer of Little Rock, Arkansas, is shot dead in his car on a lonely road. Dr. G. Boyce. Police are puzzled because the bullet has been shot downward from unusual height, but Dr. Boyce solves the case and proves scientific methods, which include the weighing of a bullet to prove the caliber and the measuring of the bullet hole, that the murderer of the policeman stood on the back bumper and fired through the rear window. So that's pretty interesting. So there's the scene right there.
Sounds kind of like a yeah, duh. But I mean, back then that's high forensics and what do you call it? CSI.
Yeah. So this is one of the first issues of Detective Comics that's edited by Ben Sullivan, who took over for the major. So as always, we're gonna go to the longest story first, which is gonna be Slam Bradley, and then I'll definitely have a chance to. And of course, each individual story is more or less starting to get a little longer here. Yeah, we're kind of away from the days of 30 stories that were only 1 to 2 pages long. Now we're like, of course, these themed anthologies are, you usually got like 7 or 8 of them that vary in length from anywhere from 4 to like 13 pages. Of course, Puerto Rican Spy. Let's see now. All right, here we go. Slam Bradley by Jerome Siegel and Joe Shuster. Hey, what do we do now? Pray, you dizzy dope, then jump. High above the icy desolation that is the Arctic Circle streaks a slender airplane with its two numb passengers. For hours it has battled through sleet and blizzard. But abruptly the motor coughs ominously, stills completely. Down toward the frozen earth zooms the doomed plane.
Doomed.
I knew it. I told you we never should have taken this blasted case. Oh, dry up. Last week, a fortune teller told me quit detecting and take up tap dancing. Oh, why didn't I listen to her? Quit crabbing. I look for a soft spot to land. Help! The wind is blowing me away. I'll save you as soon as I get out of this blankety blank harness. Whoa! Thanks. I thought you'd never catch me. Well, at least we're safe, or aren't we? Let's see. Sadly, Slam and Shorty watch their wrecked plane go up in flames. Gosh, what an awe-inspiring sight! Enjoy it, cause it's costing us $13,000.
I'm on it.
That's interesting. $13,000. Miles from civilization, maroon, Slam. We gotta do something.
Wow.
Or we'll freeze to death. What, Batgoat?
$250,000. 251,000. That's an expensive airplane. So Slam's a little peeved.
Well, wouldn't you be in that situation?
That's a lot of bread.
That's a lot of cash. Before you burst a lung shouting, take a good look behind you. Huh? Faintly visible in the distance is a small settlement. That must. Let me see. I'm trying to solidify Slam's voice here. That must be Stormhaven, our original destination. Let's get going. I don't need any urging, pal. If you wasn't such a sucker for the dames, we wouldn't be stranded up here in this forsaken country.
He likes the dames.
Yep. Well, we know he's a man's man, right? Right, Batgoat?
Oh yeah.
You should talk. The instant you laid eyes on Lucy Trent, your vocabulary became limited to one word: yes. I don't know yet exactly how it happened. One moment we were looking into her beautiful troubled eyes, and the next we knew we found ourselves near the North Pole, flying in search of her brother, who'd written saying he'd found a valuable coal mine, then disappeared. When Slam and Shorty reached the settlement, where'd you fellows come from? Never mind. Just tell us where we can find Jack Trent. For apparently no reason at all, their questioner whirls and practically dashes off. Hey, come back! What's the matter with that guy? Why should he beat it like that? Maybe your face scared him off.
Maybe he's a fan of Michael Jackson. He does a song "Beat It."
But when they stop another citizen, the same thing happens again. There's a guy named Jack Trent that we'd golly, look at him run. Of all the screwy, daffy places, this town is the nuttiest. I'm tired of playing around. The next bozo we bump into talks. Let go. What's the idea? I'm going to ask you a simple question, and if you don't answer, you'll find yourself minus a couple of teeth. Where's Jack Trent? Jack Trent? If you want to stay healthy, mister, don't mention that name around this town. The stranger tears himself free from the startled Slam and like the others, scoots off. Follow me. There's at least one place here where we definitely can get the investigation we want. The office where mine claims are registered. Sure, it'll be a cinch. But will it? You wish to file a claim? No. We'd like to learn the whereabouts of Jack Trent and of his mine. Jack Trent? There's no such name or mine listed here. This gets more mysterious. This gets more mysterious each minute. as sure as my name's Slam Bradley, there's something phony about this entire business. If you'll wait a few minutes, I'll step into the back room and look through some old files. But when the clerk is alone, a snooper named Slam Bradley and his stooge are asking questions about Trent. What are your orders? Keep them there as long as possible, and then give Muscles the high sign when they leave. Get Bradley. He's as good as dead right now. 10 minutes later. Sorry to have kept you waiting so long. There's no bid. There's no bid bike of any such claim. Pardon my frankness, but think you're a golden liar.
Goldern liar. And the other one was no evidence of any such claim.
Oh, no evidence. Okay. Mm-hmm. A little bit hard.
Yeah, I didn't.
Get a little bit tricky.
It was split up bad, yeah.
Let's see. Come on, Shorty. We'll think of some other plan to locate Trent. As Slam and Shorty depart, they do not see the clerk point them out to a Confederate. Now, in this particular case, the term Confederate
not meaning Johnny Reb. It's just meaning like a compadre or a cohort or someone in crime with them. Yeah.
Right. Anyways, I'm just need to, as you can Batgoat, as you can probably tell, it's starting to get a little dim in here, so I'm gonna step away for a moment to turn on the light. So I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see. We can go up to 8 letters with the word. I'm going to think of a word right now. Okay.
All right, I'm back now.
Well, at least have the word for when we start playing next time.
All right. Okay, so before I get back to let's just go through these ones that just came in real quick. Single engine aircraft. So Dave Mark, single engine aircraft today can cost $100,000. I guess planes were still relatively new. It was 1938. I mean.
And Dave Marks, I watch a lot of aviation videos. You're way off. Private planes are. You want to buy a good new one. If you go past Cessna, you're talking Piper, Beach. You're well over 100,000. You get up to 200,000 real easy.
Yeah, especially for private owners, maybe.
They're very expensive. Most people buy used planes.
Action did a meme. Got too much pain from watching Power Rangers. Guess it's morphine time. Oh, there's an interesting thing.
I didn't get that at first.
Well, he said here.
No. I get it now, but when I first read it, I didn't get it, and then that's funny.
Yeah. Let's see. I recognize that AVGN joke. Still funny. So, and Robert, hey, Robert, welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying the content thus far. Hail, Xenu, our one true sci-fi savior. And then Toys is saying, Photon is going through airport security. The TAS agent asks if has any luggage. The Photon says no traveling light. Oh boy,
that's good.
And then but what if you from Dave? What if you were buying the plane he had?
Well, gosh, I think that would be really expensive right now. I'm just trying to look up like prices on beach and stuff like that, and they want to send me to all the like. You have to like call people to get prices and stuff. Gosh, I don't know, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it.
All right. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get back to the comic here. I hope you guys are enjoying the reading here. Trying to do the voices as best I can. Sooner does the clerk signal the bulky, keen-eyed figure across the street goes into action.
Hey, May May.
May May's here, huh? Hey, May May.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the stream, my dear. Hopefully you're. Hey, everyone. Hopefully you've had a good day this week. Okay. So, hey, you. That drunk calling us, Slam. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. Ask you when I talk to somebody, I expect an answer. See? Gulp. Well, here's your answer. Scram. I'll teach ya to get flipped with Muscles Hogan. Fella, I'm afraid you're asking for trouble. Oh, here we go. Slam about to get into a bit of a brawl here, huh?
Slam likes this. This guy's in for it.
You're darn tootin' I am. Then come and get it. I'll murder ya. I'll tear ya apart. When? Let's see. This is a net lock, guaranteed to break the spinal cord. And this is a shoulder throw, guaranteed to break the neck lock.
Yeah, that's a good counter.
Yeah. Oh no, you won't. I will.
Doesn't this guy realize only Slam's the one to be talking when he's throwing punches? Come on.
Slam hauls the weakened Muscles to his feet, quote unquote muscles. You're not worth keeping on my hands, so I'll check you. Wonder what that means. Maybe taking him to jail or something like that. Oh no, he hang him up somewhere.
Like checking a coat.
Yeah. So long, I'd sing you a lullaby. Only you've been a very bad boy. Get tough with us, will ya? Oh, get tough. Oh wait. No, was I right the first time? Did that come from Slam or did that come from?
I think they're both saying it, Mike.
Oh,
they both got tails.
Get tough with us, will ya? From now on, your name is Muscle Bound.
Because he's bound to that pole.
Right. I'll get you both for this.
Oh, no. That guy's dumb. He doesn't realize that Slam gets very happy when people allow him the opportunity to throw punches.
Uh-huh. Well, he wants to probably be careful because if he's not too careful, he might get grabbed by his ankles and swung around a bit.
Slam knows how to do that.
Yeah. What the... Wait, Chief. Let me explain. It was like this. These two guys were carrying clubs. And when I turned my back, let's see. Full bungler, and you're supposed to be a killer. These are orders. Spread. These are orders. Oh wait. These are orders. Spread word that, like Trent, the strangers are taboo. To avoid them as though they were ghosts, for they soon will be. Meanwhile, what's come over everyone? They turn their backs on us as though they were afraid to talk to us. You look for Trent? Kilo guide you to him. You hear that, Slam? Boy, what a break. Here's some cash. Round up supplies for the trip, Kilo, and let's get started immediately. Kilo do. One hour later, they set out into the Arctic wilderness. You see, and he's probably telling the dogs, mush, mush. Several hours later, Puff, boy, this is no picnic. What's wrong, Kilo? Look, blizzard come. We're bad. We'll fight through it, but we must take care to not get separated. The blizzard descends, a howling, building fury. Shorty, answer me. Where are you? Here, in the snowdrift. Help! Thank goodness you're safe. But where's Kilo? Kilo! The blizzard wages with even increased ferocity, stifling the cries of Slam and Shorty. I wonder what did Batgoat. What do you think could have possibly happened to Kilo?
You caught me. I wasn't looking at the screen. I was checking something else. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe he got lost in the snow, or maybe this could be a setup.
Oh, yeah. He was the guide, right? Thing.
Right. Kilo is the guide.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess we'll wait and see as we continue to read the story here. Slam, I can't last much longer. You got to keep crawling. Cold pain and weariness eventually take their toll. Slam and Shorty collapse limply, and the falling snow commences to bury them from view. Several minutes later, looks like somebody's pulling them into their igloo. Hey, who? What? Zanuck save you, carry to Igloo. We owe our lives to you. The blizzard stopped. Poor Kilo must have perished. How will never now we'll never find Trent. You want Trent? I know where. Find him. You do? You do? Then let's get moving. Not far from here. Come. Later, Trent there, but bad white men in charge. Chase Zanuck out. We've reached the end of the trail at last. Yeah, our end. So it would possibly seem Kilo may have actually been sent to set them up, huh, Becco?
That's what it seems like. That's what everyone's doing on this strip so far, and of course they don't know that until
it's too late almost.
Until Slam gets to pound the snot out of someone,
right?
Which is good.
What's the idea of our crawling like a couple of Indians? There's voices coming from over yonder. Let's take no chances. My gosh, it's Kilo.
Like you called it.
Uh-huh. Nice work, Kilo. We'll never see those snoopers again. Kilo, fix them. Plenty.
Wow.
So Kilo was hired to do away with us. Why the double-crossing, murdering skunk? Out with it, Trent. Who were those fellows to you? I don't know, and if I did, I wouldn't tell. Never mind about them. They're dead. Either you sign your mind over to us, or you'll join them. I won't sign. Attaboy, Trent. Ghost. No, you fool. It's Slam Bradley. Kill him. This is getting to be a habit. Kilo, I'm afraid you've got this coming.
Right in the butt. Boom.
Yeah, it probably sends them head over heels there, right?
That's a good way to let someone know what you think of them.
I'll have you free in a. What's that? Help! Quit gawking, you lug, and save me! Don't worry, I'm not. Ha! It's easy for you to say that. Suddenly, Slam jerks to a stop with a brittle crackling the ice. Ice parts at the feet. Whoa! Crack! And before the horrified stare, Shorty and his captor sink from view. Help!
Now have a Shorty popsicle.
Yeah. Frozen Shorty, even years before Captain America. Slam dives into the icy waters in pursuit of Shorty. Seizing Shorty underwater, he heads for the surface when two bear-like arms seize him in a crushing grip from behind. A battle for life. The water swells and churns as the two fight while lungs threaten to burst from want of air. But Slam emerges victor. He drowned. It was either he or I. When they reach shore, so Lucy sent you after me. If it hadn't been for you, those mine thieves would have killed me. I guess we came just in time. To show you how grateful I am, I'm going to present you with large shares in the mine. Thanks. Yippee! We're in the box. The end. Preview of next issue: Slam Bradley and the Lady Killer. A lilting laugh, then a gasp breath, rattle, death rattle sends Slam and Shorty on the dangerous trail of an egomaniacal Bluebeard. Thrilling, stunning, don't miss it. Quentin Roosevelt, heroic fighter. So, all right. So we got the Slam story. So now we'll head up to read through. Let's see, about 42 minutes. That took a while for me to get through.
Long story. It's a good one though.
Yeah.
Just to let everyone know, Toys is on fire as always, and he's killing it in the Lulz competition. Just for an update.
Dave, the acting isn't the greatest, but the goodbye scene. Okay, so I guess they're talking about a movie of Tia or a Kai car. Okay, and then I guess Trotter's acting. I agree. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff here that I need to sell my Mercedes.
Talking about a zombie movie, I'm not really paying attention much to that. And then,
yeah. All right, well, I try to get through it, but again, I got to get back to reading these comics if we want to get through them all.
Go for it.
And I know if there's anything where they're asking me anything or saying anything to me, I'm sure you'll.
Yeah. We've gotten a couple side questions of what our favorite something is, but I'm letting that slide as I think you don't care about it either.
Yeah. And now, of course, we're going to go back up to our one of our other buddies, Speed Saunders, and see what he what adventure he's gotten himself into this month.
Okay. I'm going to go grab a soda, so I'll mute. Just go ahead and read it without me because I can still hear you, okay?
All right. And we know that the Speed Saunders story will be about 6 pages, I believe. All right, so here we go. Speed Saunders, Ace Investigator and the Mystery of Honodoku Isle by Greg Flessel. Through the sticky hot jungle, the small party of travelers struggle onward. The vines and trees seem to reach out to hold them back. Yellow fever, wild animals, and hostile savages stalk them, but they go on unafraid, on and on. Doris Dane is the head of the Weary expedition, which is trekking 200 miles through an unexplored jungle of Hondoku Island. At her side is Speed Saunders and her nephew, Dick Dane, as her assistants. And the purpose of the expedition is to find Malcolm Dane, noted aviator and brother of Doris and Dick. Malcolm has been missing 2 months since his plane crashed into the jungle. You look tired, Doris. You must stop and rest. Rest? How can I rest, knowing Malcolm is lost? Bring up the rear, Dick. Hurry up. Those porters back there. Hurry up, those porters. Okay. Hey, Speed. Doris is. Hey, Speed. Doris, something is wrong. They won't come. Coming, kid. Busama, speak to the fools. Busama, speak to the fools. What ails them, anyhow? They say no go across river to land of devil, afraid. Oh, Speed, what'll we do? We're losing time. I have an idea. I hate to do this, but if I don't, they'll all desert us. Speed grabs the leader of the porters and drags him across the condemned river to the land of evil spirit. Now you tell your men to come, or I'll blow your brains out. Oh, wait, let me see. Oh, actually, no, I should probably do that one first. The natives are finally. Okay, no, I was right the first time there. Now you tell your men to come, or I'll blow your brains out and leave you for the vultures. Don't shoot. I'll tell them to come. The natives are finally persuaded to cross the river into the land of the evil spirit. The sun is low. We must camp here for the night. In two more days, we'll be in the heart of the jungle. I somehow believe Malcolm is alive in his jungle. I dream I hear him calling to me at night. Ah, yes, we will find him, Doris. Don't worry. That night, the porters are restless and afraid. They huddle in the dark, muttering incoherently among themselves.
Blah, 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 blah.
Bad, bad, it's bad, Mr. Saunders. Natives afraid, no sleep, bad. Don't worry, Busama. I'll keep my eye on them tonight. At midnight, Speed sits by the campfire, fighting off fatigue and um, inevitable sleep. Boris falls into a deep slumber. All is quiet. Um, all is quiet except the hum of insects and the occasional howling of a jungle beast. In the still of the night, two figures stalk quietly out of the camp, bearing the inert form of Doris Dane. Oh, wait. Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
okay. In this case, bearing, probably, from the looks of it, looks like they may be carrying her.
Yeah.
That might be what they were meaning by bearing there.
Yeah. Yep. Like litter bearing.
Dawn burst upon the jungle with a crescendo of wild music made by the chitter of the monkeys and the weird cries of the beautiful tropical birds as they fly about. Hey, Speed! Uh, hey, Speed, wake up! Where's Doris? She's gone! Yeah, gone! Huh? Gone? Gee, I must have fallen asleep. Look, fresh tracks. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Look, Look, fresh tracks. Two of them. They must have carried her off. They fled in a canoe. I wonder if it was our men. No, Speed. I counted them. They're all in camp.
Good job, kid.
Speed and Dick run along the river bank in search of Doris Dane. Hey, look there. Look, there's a canoe. Maybe we can borrow it. Come on. Wagoo! Get the canoe, Dick. I'll take care of this turkey. Look out! He'll make a turkey out of you. Shove off the canoe, Dick. Here I come. I hope. Ouk! Come on, Speed! Speed disposes of the native and leaps into the canoe with Dick. Soon they are midstream riding like a leaf in the current. Hold on tight, Dick. If we hit a rock, we're gone. We're going over. More rocks ahead, Speed. Suddenly, the canoe lurches and becomes almost alive as it hits a rock, throwing its occupants into the churning stream. Speed and Dick struggle to keep their heads up as they are swept on by the swirling, angry waters. Speed! Gasp! The falls! The waterfalls! Yeah. Keep your chin up, kid. I'll get you out of okay. The two are fighting, struggling to the end. They are about to go over the falls when, oops, they are swept out of the water by a huge net. A net woven of twisted vines carries them out of the water into the jungle by an um, by an over by an overhead trolley overhead trolley line. Gee, must have been a skyhook. Her speed, airspeed. Yeah, but this is the work of a white man. I think we'll find Doris now. Gee Willie Nelly, look where we're going. In camp is the evil one, the ruler, and the inventor of the net trap. You caught the other two? Good. Ha ya, now they'll roll 3. We roll 3. Ha ya. Look, Speed, there's Doris in the other net. She's over a kettle of boiling water, and we gotta help her. Be ready to drop. I have a hole. A hole cut through the net. Ready now. A little more. When the net is severed, Speed and Dick drop on the surprised group. Boris sees Speed and Dick. Speed, Dick, hurry, hurry. They're going to scald me alive. Doris is slowly lowered to the kettle of boiling water, and Speed grapples with the white ruler and overcomes him. The net containing Doris is right over the drum of scalding water. She is to be boiled alive to please the evil one. This net opens. The net opens, and she is falling downward. Okay, down doom. You see her falling right there. Speed rushes forward, catches Doris before she falls to her death. When Doris is saved, the savages are leaving their mastermind. Okay. When Doris is saved, the savages flee, leaving their mastermind. Is Malcolm Dane, the lost aviator, leaving their mastermind, leaving their master, who is Malcolm Dane, the lost aviator. Oh, okay. So her brother, who they were searching for, is apparently was. Okay, a lot of work. All right, so that's kind of a weird way to end a story. They go searching for him, and he's the guy who's trying to scald her.
So he's the evil one, the bad guy from.
That's what it would appear.
He leads all the, as they like to say, the savages there, and they capture people out of the river and they boil them. Okay, yeah, I agree. I didn't follow that all that well.
Well, I had trouble reading it too because of the scan and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just grab this stick of butter here, grab a piece of popcorn, and
diabetes. I've got the diabetes.
Last time I slipped, my son was born 9 months later. Okay, Goku. And an 80 here. Hi, Mike and Batgoat. I find it kind of ironic. I was watching YouTube video an hour ago of a drone that flew over the Icelandic volcano. Just sharing. Okay.
Cool. I bet you that's a cool video to watch.
All right. So then now let's see where we. So we're just past the hour mark. So okay. So I'll try to get through. Try to get down to Port Regan here. Bob, work, Katie. And I go down a little slower. So you guys, this is Buck Marshall here, kind of a Western themed Buck Marshall range detective, a Western themed detective story. And here's Larry Steele, Private Detective by Will Eli. Kind of in black and white tones there. Too Many Crooks by Tom Hickey. Oh, look at that. Lady on the beach there.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm looking at my files. I can see you off to the left here, but I'm trying to.
Oil from China by Paul Dean. I don't believe that's the baseball player. There's a text story, and then we got Alger story here, The Black Case. Here we go. Spy by Siegel and Schuster. So here we go. Here's the Bart Regan feature. Bart Regan or Regan. After a number of exciting adventures in France, Sally and Bart receive a long expected cable urging them to return to USA.
Hey, Leto.
Leto. Hey, Leto.
He snuck in here. I didn't even see him. Sorry, Mike. That was my bad. Sorry, Leto.
Hey, Leto. How you doing, man? Let's see. I head to work. I'll be listening, though. All right? Hopefully you enjoy what we're doing. Drive safely, Leto. Mm-hmm. I don't want butter on my pot. Okay. Okay. So, anyways, let's see. At once, immediately upon reaching Washington, D.C., they report to the chief of the Secret Service. Hi, Chief. Hi, Chief. It's swell to see you again. It certainly is. What's up? I have an assignment for you from the Army Intelligence Staff. Dr. Hornbeck is going to demonstrate his latest startling invention, Nature Unknown, this afternoon. You are to guard him from harm. When Sally and Bart reach the doctor's residence, they find it seething with excitement. Hold on, you. What's happened here? A major catastrophe. Haven't you heard? Dr. Hornbeck was found murdered in his laboratory. Art corners a servant and flashes his credentials. I'm a Secret Service man. Describe Dr. Hornbeck's last caller. He was tall, umped, and he was tall, umped, and had a scar across his right cheek. Step on it, Sally. Step on it, Sally. We've got places to go. Say, what's the rush? But where are we hurrying so fast? The description is undoubtedly of Basil Montague, a notorious international spy. We're headed for his usual hideout. All through the bitterly cold night, they dash at top speeds without an instant respite. Brr, I'm freezing. If this is a false alarm, I'll never speak to you again. Why not start right now? You get that, Batgoat?
No, I didn't. You cut me.
Brr, I'm freezing. This is a false alarm. I'll never speak to you again. Why not start right now?
Yeah, he's telling her to be quiet.
Yeah. When morning arrives, here's our destination. He's been known to hide out in that ancient castle. What a quaint place. Within the castle, congratulations on successfully stealing Dr. Hornbeck's invention, Montague. But before we start bidding, we'd like to know if it really does all you claim. Come, I shall demonstrate it for you. I'll demonstrate it to your complete satisfaction. You see that auto bar below? Watch what happens when I focus the ray upon it. Bart's car becomes enveloped in a golden ray. A few instants later, it explodes to bits. Maybe he was aware Bart was coming. Can you now doubt the terrible efficiency of the ray? Several moments after it strikes a gasoline motor, a metal burst from the terrific molecular friction. I'd rather be Daffy than in there. The moment the golden ray struck his auto, Bart had leapt into action. Quick, jump for your life. Are you Daffy? Oh, okay. Oops. The moment the golden ray struck the auto, Bart had leapt into action. Quick, jump for your life. Are you Daffy? I'd rather be Daffy than in there. Golly, another moment and we'd have been only memories. That ray from the castle proves Montague's there. Here's where we surprise him. I'll be even more surprised if we ever manage to reach the top. Why couldn't he have hidden out in a valley instead of a top of a cliff? Quit complaining. At length, our intrepid friends reached the castle, finding the gate invitingly open. They tiptoe in. Now I know how the mouse felt when he walked into the lion's den. Shh. Gentlemen, I await your bids. In a matter of minutes, Sally and Bart locate Montague. What chance would we have against them? We're outnumbered. In that case, the situation calls for strategy. Suddenly, a shot rings out. The ray gun, the bullet target, crashes in discord. Montague whirls on one of the bidders. I don't know what your game is, but you won't get away with that. I did it! Yeah! Gosh, they're slaughtering themselves. And you're the one who fired the shot. I knew it. Wouldn't take much to fling those wolves at each other's throats. When Montague alone remains, Bart confronts him. Put down that gun. You! I'll kill you with my bare hands. Bart neatly sidesteps, and Montague plunges through an open window. Well, I guess that finishes the case. And him. The end. And then
it's pretty quick and easy.
Yep. All right.
I'll get you. Moves out of the way.
That's all quite a way to end a story, huh, Batgoat?
Yeah, that was good.
We might be able to get the other two stories in from New Adventure. I think we're 112 right now. Like 113. So we might be able to get the other two stories I had planned. One or two stories from New Adventure. All right, so what we will do now, of course, is we'll go over to, even though we have to put in adventure here, but It's actually still New Adventure. $1938. It was issued. And this is, of course, a story. Now we're going to be reading the story you were looking forward to when we were talking about it at the beginning there. Batgoat.
Which one? I forgot already.
Well, this is going to be the Federal Men story.
Oh, yeah. Because remember what I said?
Yeah. Well, that will be some interesting. So yeah, as I told you earlier, cover date March, April 1938. As I said, I believe that was done to kind of get it to where, because I think the previous month, New Adventure Comics was like cover date February on sale date. I think it was to put that month in between.
Okay.
Now it was to get it back lined up. There's the 25th issue there. Mystery, thrill, detective comics, all new. That was actually from 13, I believe. New Adventure Comics in the International Picture Story magazine. No editor or no editor credits or anything like that. There's Captain Jim the Texas Ranger. The Golden Dragon story. Here we go. Federal Men by Siegel and Schuster. Junior Federal Men of the Future.
The future.
It is the year 3000 AD.
Okay.
A group of, which that's kind of funny because that seemed to be a theme for DC. They'd always put like a lot of these more distant future stories like this. It'd always be 3000. It would always be like in the 3000s, like sitting more than 1,000 years in the future, basically. A group of inquisitive youngsters are wandering through a huge museum library when here, fellas, look what I found. More dusty yellowed volumes. Let's go. They bore me stiff. Well, these won't. They're comic magazines of the year 1938. Here's one named New Adventure Comics.
This isn't an ad at all. No.
A little self-promotion going on there, hey?
That's awesome.
The Golden Dragon, Dale Daring, Sandor, the Count, Captain Quick, Sizzling Rockets, but they sound interesting. Here's one named Federal Men. It's all about how government law enforcers capture desperados. And look, they had a club named the JFMC, and its members were children like us, and they fought lawbreakers. Fellows, listen, I have an idea. So, Batgoat, what do you think his idea is before we continue? What do you think his idea is?
I don't know. I bet you he thinks that club sounds awfully swell, and maybe they'd all want to try it themselves.
That's what I'm thinking too. Let's see if that is what really
could be.
Let's organize a junior Federal Men club, just like they used to have in antiquity. Are you with me? Now get that. Now that's something you're not even going to see today. How many? Now, if you look at these kids, I'd say that they're what? Maybe they're around 12 years old or so, 12, 13 years old.
Okay.
What would you say they're about that? give or take a year.
I was going to say 10, but yeah, that's fine.
Maybe 10 to 12, 10 to 13.
Something like that.
But, to my point here that I'm about to make here. How many 10-year-olds do you know of, or how many 12-year-olds do you know of who use the word antiquity?
I knew you were going to ask that, and I hate to tell you this, Mike, but the amount of gamers there are in today's society, especially Gen Zers, because of like World of Warcraft and there's other kind of stuff, antiquity would be kind of a geek word that would be used by modern youth. That's just my opinion. There's weapons of antiquity in a lot of these RPG games and things like that. So I'm just throwing it out.
I just figured in normal everyday conversation, you normally wouldn't see a 10, 12-year-old using it. But I get your point, because
and I think 1,000 years from now, they're not going to be reading books. Like anyone that has a book will be someone that's a multi-gazillionaire.
Yeah, good point. Everything will probably be on disc,
or digital. Yeah,
sounds great. It certainly does, but nowadays we have no thieves to be captured. He's right. At the first sign of abnormality, they are placed in an institution and cured. Kind of sounds like what they're trying to pull nowadays, right?
A little bit, doesn't it? Cured? You like that word, cured? No way. There's.
But you forget one thing. A patient named Zator Rog has escaped. If we could, be practical. What chance would we have to catch him? At that moment, alarms ring and steel doors crash down, barring the various entrances in the museum. Caution! Explosion! I'm sorry. Caution! Zador Rog is loose in the museum. No one will be permitted to leave until each room is searched. My gosh, what's happening? Listen. The announcing system. Okay, so maybe I should have read that announcement after that. Oh well. Zador Rog here in the museum? Fellows, this may be our big chance. Let's capture him. Quiet. Don't try anything. Zador Rog! You recognize me. Good. And you know that if you make one false move, I'll not hesitate to blast every one of you out of existence. What are you going to do with us? Nothing if you tell the guards you're alone in the room when they enter to search. But remember, my ray gun will be trained on you.
Ooh, it's a ray gun. That's how you know it's the future.
Yep. Yeah, instead of being blasted by bullets, you get blasted by a light beam.
Yep, it's the future.
When the guards appear, seen anyone, boys? No. Let's move on to the next room. Without searching, they'd have seen Zator if he was around. A few moments later, they're gone. Right. And now I'm going to ask you boys to do me another favor. One of you bring your helicopter to the skylight while I hold the other two hostage. So now these kids are flying helicopters. No sooner does one of the youths appear with the helicopter when Zador Rog leaps into it and zooms off. There he goes, a fine bunch of junior federal men we turned out to be. Why, we even helped him escape. Look at that helicopter. It looks more like a plane.
Plane with a propeller above the cockpit. Wonderful.
Don't worry, fellas. I've seen to it that Zador Rog will be taken care of. Look. Up in the sky, the helicopter piloted by the escaping mental patient is gyrating wildly. And the helicopter lands shortly later. You see, I saw to it that 2 guards concealed themselves within the plane. That was fine resourcefulness, youngsters. See how formal that is?
Uh-huh.
He doesn't call them kids, he calls them youngsters.
Mm-hmm.
Or youngster. Again, going back to a time when they were more formal. You can thank Adventure Comics, JFMC, for it. I knew I was doing just what any one of their members would have done. Tip off the authorities. The end.
1,000 years in the future, and yet then they act exactly like everyone did in the 1930s in America. That's crazy.
Think of the perceptions of the people of that time period, right?
Yeah.
And then here's something here. And Steve, of course, Steve Carson was not a part of that story, obviously, but here he is. Join the JFMC now. Every wide-awake young American who hates crime is urged to join the Junior Federal Men Club and do his part to put the country's criminals exactly where they belong, behind the bars.
Go get them.
For full details, see club page. Now I was trying my best to do a bit of Robert Stack right there. Granted, I know I'm no Robert Stack, but the Dale Daring story in black and white. And the other story, as I said, we're going to try to cover was Aldra one, which I'm looking for, is Gufo the Great.
I do, man. I wish you could still mail in and get the Drink More Ovaltine thing.
Yeah, so we're at an hour 28 right now, and we have 6 people right now. So that's cool.
Yeah.
We're watching. Maine. Here's the Junior Federal Men Club page. Conducted by Steve Carson. Oh, look, our motto, as you all know, is courage. C, courteous. O, observant. U, undaunted. R, resourceful. A, alert. G, gallant. E, energetic. Wow, that's a very interesting way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's your chance to join the Junior Federal. Every real red-blooded American boy wants to join in the great fight against lawlessness. And I don't know if we actually read this other story yet or not, but there's a story where the girls get involved too. Become the Junior Federal Girls Club or Women's Club. Steve Carson's Junior Federal Men Club is enlisting thousands of boys in this cause. Fill out the coupon at the right and send for your badge and membership certificate right away. And there it is, right there, Steve Carson. Look at that. Monastery of the Blue God. This is the last issue of this story. This was a story that was actually written by the Major.
Okay.
Monastery of the Blue God. UFO the Great by Alger. And another one of your favorite writers, Russell Alger Cole.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you know? Wait. Do you know Alger's? Rainer ripping, isn't it?
Rather ripping, isn't it?
You must join me for the shooting this season. Sorry, I'm popping off to Rio next week. I saw your number 2 dining with my number 3 yesterday. How devastating.
Are these jokes? Are they,
I guess,
one-panel things of making fun of rich people? And there weren't that many in the 30s, but they did have them. I guess I don't understand this.
Can we drop you somewhere? The Explorers Club, if it isn't putting you out too much, might not be making fun of each other. Or actually, this is supposed to be a humorous story, though. Awfully good of you. Good night, Explorers Club. Dear. And that's it. So
Okay.
I know we had. So
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Well, maybe it's how I read it too. I don't know.
No, there's something that we're just not getting from the time. The deck, like, it's just socially, we just don't get it. And there is something to be funny. Like, the Explorers Club is famous. I mean, I don't know how relevant they were in the 30s, but like earlier they had got together all the money to make the South Pole expeditions and stuff like that. Right. So
as I understand it, an Explorers Club is basically a club of basically rich people who pull their resources to go on adventures, like as you said, like the South Pole expedition or safaris or something like that.
Yeah, I believe there was the Explorers Club, like New York or London, or like the big one where all the money came through to send people. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But to hear The Adventures of Steve Conrad by Flesh, who I think was another pen name for Craig Fleisel. Chico Chaco by Ellis Edwards. From what I understand, this is his last appearance in comics. Chico Chaco. Sandor and the Lost Civilization. I'm kind of running through these. I know we're already up to an hour and a half.
Hey, I just realized something.
What?
The one guy said, drop me off at the Explorers Club, and he had all that swag. He looked like a rich dude. And then he was walking out the door, and he was going upstairs. It said furnished rooms.
Uh-huh.
Which to me back then would mean like when they would rent out furnished rooms that were really crappy, right? And so the guy was pretending to be a rich dude, but he was actually headed up towards his little cheap room. Anyone?
Could be. But anyways,
Dave Mark says we're not rich enough to get it. I think that's it. We're
maybe
we're the po
folks. Or maybe there's somewhere in the humor of the guy trying to fake like he's rich. Maybe there's something in that.
I think maybe that's what it was.
Handy. All right, so Captain Quick. And I'm just showing you some of the artwork here and some of the.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a quick drink.
Well, I know we're already at the hour and a half mark, past it already, so I know we'll probably be needing to kind of wind down soon. Okay, so there we go. So I hope everybody enjoyed the features we read tonight. So, anyway, so let's see. Where are we at on time now?
Woody says I solved it. All right, Woody. Do you think that's right? I think maybe it is. And Mike said so too, that the guy was pretending to be rich.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me get caught up on some of the. So sometimes girls did fill out forms meant for boys just to see what would happen. Yeah, it probably was true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I don't know if we had actually read it or we passed it or if we will read it soon, but there's actually another Federal Men's story that featured a bunch of girls trying to I think we might have read it where they were trying to act like a junior federal men,
You did. Federal. I remember that. I think you skipped over, like you breezed over it. Like we saw that there was it there, but I don't remember you reading it. Maybe you did. I forget.
All right. Her name is Rio, and she dances on the sand.
Duran.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah. We're not rich enough to get it. That's what you were pointing out. Oh, God, we really might not be wealthy enough to understand. You solved it, Batgoat. I do love some of these names. All right, so yeah, we're at an hour 36. I think it might be a good time to start winding down a bit.
Yeah, Nick.
We'll stick around after we finish up.
Absolutely.
All right, and from what I understand, Nick is going to be on tonight. He's going to be talking to Jeff Younger, the father of James Younger. For those of you who might not remember or might not have heard, James Younger is the little boy in Texas whose stepmom has gotten custody of him and is trying to do gender reassignment surgery on him, even after the state of Texas, the commissioners there, have said that gender reassignment on a child is child abuse.
Yeah.
And I think everybody here agrees with that.
I think everyone agrees with that. Yeah, Nick's had some good shows this week. I mean, in the last week or two, he's had good guests.
Well, yeah, I mean, there have been some developments that have happened, and like the James Younger case has been out there for a while, and as well as of course the Sophie Long case.
Sophie Long, yeah, that he just did that with Michael Long there, yeah.
So, all right, WTF from 80, yep. And of course, Leto, if I understand, is from Texas there. So we have 7 people watching. Yeah, 7 people. Okay. So, anyways, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and start winding down here. Is everybody ready for this day in each history?
History.
3, 2, 1.
If Mike, when you're done with history, if they want to stick around, I've got a real quick lulls and just some pictures to share if they want. If they want, if you're cool with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Well, yeah, we'll get that done and then we'll close it out.
Okay.
So is everybody ready for this day in each history?
I am. While I'm crunching my tortilla chips.
Yeah. With a snip here and a snip there, and a couple of la-da-das. That's how we change your gender in the merry old land of Oz. Oh, boy. All right. So anyways, so without any further ado, today being Friday, September 13th.
History.
Let's take a look back at this day in each history.
Yeah, everyone's ready there, Mike.
Yeah. Raise his hand. Yep. History, and then Nietzsche. Okay.
Nietzsche.
All right. So first off, we're going to head back 20 years ago today.
No H.
Huh?
Dave's cracking me up.
All right, so on this date, 20 years ago today, from the Allstate Arena, the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois, at the time known as WWF, now known as WWE, held its Monday Night Raw event. In the main event of the night, you saw Booker T and Rhino accompanied to the ring by Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, defeating the team of Chris Jericho and The Rock. Of course, this is around the time of the Invasion angle after WWF had bought up WCW. And you had some of the other key matches of the night include Jeff Hardy defeating Rob Van Dam and Kurt Angle for the WWF Hardcore Championship. The Brothers of Destruction, Kane and Undertaker, defeating Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire in a steel cage to retain the WCW World Tag Team Championship. You also had Test defeat Spike Dudley. Christian and Edge and Christian defeating the team that was in ECW known as the Impact Players, Just Incredible and Storm, and then Albert losing to Tajiri. So that's all that for 2001. Now moving on a couple of years ahead here to 18 years ago today. On this day, 18 years ago today, in 2003, from the Dark Horse manga imprint of Dark Horse Comics, the 100th issue of Oh My Goddess went on sale on this date back in 18 years ago today. The 100th issue of Oh My Goddess from the Dark Horse manga imprint of Dark Horse Comics. Of course, Dark Horse was one of the American companies that would basically, I don't know if you want to call it reprinting mangas or translating them in, not necessarily like translation like what Viz does, but just presenting more in comic form. So the 100th issue of Oh My Goddess from Dark Horse manga, from the Dark Horse manga imprint of Dark Horse Comics, went on sale on this date 18 years ago today. And then now, finally, from about 5 years ago today, on this date 5 years ago today, the Italian animated series Regal Academy would premiere on Nickelodeon on this date 5 years ago today. So on this date 5 years ago today, the Italian animated series, Italian cartoon Regal Academy, would premiere on Nickelodeon. So there we go. So I'm gonna first off just get caught up on the chats that just came in, and then I'll hand it over to you to close things out with what you were doing. So Noit from Friday the 13th always been lucky for me. Yeah, didn't even dawn on me that it was Friday.
Not me either. That's why I kind of smiled. I was like, "Oh my god, it is Friday the 13th."
Baker's dozen on Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm. No donuts for you, Dave. It's the double tombstone. I guess that's Dave's in responding to the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and the Undertaker defeating Palumbo and O'Haire. And then, but donuts from Dave. Do nots. All right. Donuts.
Donuts.
Question, Dave, is a butt donut a double chocolate donut?
I don't understand that.
Oh, okay. Is that
yeah, you're sharing the picture. This is me driving up to the park. Can you see on the right the sign there? There's a truck pulling.
Yeah,
going in the driveway. Yeah, I turn right there. That's the sign. It says Lions Park. That's where I go in Shakopee. So I'll unshare that real quick. And then
we're getting ready to share something else there, Batgoat.
yes, this one. Let's see.
Okay. Just saw you.
This would be me walking up to. This is hole 4 right here. Can you see behind the trees? That's a field that I'm not sure what it is growing, but I mean that's an actual field. We're in Shakopee, Minnesota. It's not even in the township, but at this park there is. I don't know how that works, but where we live in Minnesota, because farming is commercial and it's mixed in with residential, and that is like real farmland right next to the park that I golf at. So I think that's kind of cool, personally. I'll let me share one other one here. Let's see.
Leto just said pretty.
Pretty?
Yeah. And toys is. I was only asking because I wasn't sure if it was dipped or not. Big, wide, flat.
Big, wide. It is. It's wide and flat. There are little hills here. I'll show you in a second. Now, this is, I showed you walking up to 4, and this is what the tee looks like. I can see that it's hole 4, 295 feet, and you see the throwing slab. I don't know what else to call it, like the tee box, really.
Well, because I've seen disc courses before. Basically, what they do is they have like kind of a chain linked basket that acts as the hole, like for the golfing.
Correct. Let me give you an example of that right here. I'll share this real quick.
Oh, hey, Batgoat, get what Dave just said here. Okay. I
sometimes wish to live in Minnesota, don't you know? Oh yeah, she's plenty nice out here, really. And we got the Mall of America, and there's plenty of lutefisk, and you can go snowmobiling anytime you want. Well, no, not really. It's just in the winter, because we've seen where the schools were closed there. It got real cold. Okay, so this is me approaching. Can you see my disc right there? And then you see up straight ahead of that, you can see the basket like you were talking about there, Mike.
Yeah.
So that would be me approaching a hole, basically. Let's see. Oh, you guys want to see the water that's eaten my discs before? The water from holes 7 and 8 likes to, we call it a water hazard, but it's really just a teeny little duck pond that has leeches in it.
Oh, those leeches can't be good for the disc, huh?
Oh, I don't care about that. I don't want them on my skin. So, like, look, you see how the sun's coming in on the left. If you look up towards the top, towards the end of the water, you can see something white in the water. The water's calm up way towards the end of it there. It's a buoy sitting on the water. And I'm like, they harvest leeches on those. And the kids, when they throw their discs in there, they just they take off their pants and they go right in. They don't care. And I'm like, good for you kids. You know what? You can have, because I write Batgoat on YouTube on all my discs. So if it goes in the water and some kid grabs it and then goes to my channel and watches videos, then hey, all right. Like it's worth it.
You're promoting yourself there.
Yeah, here's one more shot. Here's from the top of hole 13, which is kind of a hill. And so you see in between those two trees, the basket is in between there. It's 225 feet. And the idea is to throw it to the right of that one tree. It's hard, but it's easy. I birdied it before. But it's quite the hill. Like I walk up there and I have to sit down and take a rest because, old grandpa. So that's it for all my my golfing pictures. I hope everyone liked that.
So 80 was saying I've had leeches on me as a kid. We would use them for bait when fishing. I actually, as an AG agent, wrote a fact sheet about them.
They're great for fishing. People love them here in Minnesota. So,
all right. So let's see. I think you also have, I guess, some Lulz rewards or trophies.
Toys crushed it once again. I've got 10-6. Dave, you strong showing there. It looks like Woody got a couple in. Leto, maybe 80. I didn't really see anything from you guys. So this is the temporary lulls, which is going to be part of the new trophy. That's for you. Toys, congratulations. Ooh, I even had this out. I forgot to do this once again. Toys won the lulls trophy.
Toys is the lulls king right now, huh?
He is. He's got the championship swatch to prove it, which he actually has in his possession now. That makes me very happy. And he keeps knocking up victories here now. I know Woody had 6. I think Toys is at 9 right now. In fact, yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to write that down. So I'm all good, Mike.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. I thank everybody for being here. I appreciate your patronage. As always, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. So, couple of tidbits. Don't forget Sunday night. I'll probably be most likely on Critical Blast open mic night. You know, as I've been more or less just about every week since I met him. Also, next Friday we'll be looking at Centaur comics from March of 38. Also, a little reminder, Monday, September the 6th will be our next open mic night here on this channel. So hopefully you guys will come out to participate in that. And until Monday, bye.